Have you ever wondered how the probate overbidding process works at a courthouse auction in Orange County, California? And what it takes to successfully bid on an inherited property? Today we're diving deep into the probate overbidding process, explaining every step from understanding the basics to closing the sale. If you're interested in estate sales or are considering bidding on a probate property, this video is for you. Before we get started, if you find this video helpful, give us a like, and if you have any questions, ask in the comments. In California, probate sales occur when an estate's executor or administrator sells property to settle debts and distribute assets after someone's death. Unlike foreclosure auctions, which are driven by defaulted mortgage payments, probate sales are court-supervised transactions that allow the public to bid on the property. Overbidding refers to a situation where a third-party bidder offers more than the opening bid. The court-approved sale price, or the price agreed upon by the estate. The extra amount, known as the overbid, benefits the estate and in some cases may also benefit the heirs. In essence, overbidding helps ensure that the estate receives the highest possible value for the property. Before attending a probate auction, it's critical to review all the relevant details. These details are typically provided in the notice of sale filed with the court. You can usually find this notice on the Orange County Superior Court website or obtain it through your probate attorney. The notice of sale will include key information such as property address and basic details. Learn the location, size, and condition of the property. Minimum bid. This is the court-approved sale price or the price that the state has agreed upon. Auction date and time. Auctions are often scheduled for early in the morning, typically at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Deposit requirement. A specific deposit amount is required to bid, usually a percentage of the opening bid. Remember, probate sales are typically held at the Orange County Superior Court, located at 700 Civic Center Drive West, Santa Ana, California, 92701. Auctions may take place outside on the courthouse steps or a designated auction area inside. Unlike foreclosure auctions, where sometimes you can bid online or by proxy, probate sales require bidders to physically present at the auction. Here are the key eligibility requirements. Presence required. You must be there in person to bid. Deposit in hand. You'll need a cashier's check for the required deposit, which is often 10% of the first $10,000 and 5% of the remaining balance of the sale price or another amount determined by the court. Registration. Be prepared to register at the courthouse before the auction starts. It's recommended to arrive at least 30 to 60 minutes early to complete registration, finalize your documents, and prepare for bidding. Arriving early not only ensures that you meet all the requirements, but also gives you a chance to scope out the environment and ask any last-minute questions to the court staff. Understanding the auction's terms and conditions is crucial before you start bidding. Here are some key points to consider. Opening bid. This is the starting price, the court-approved sale price, or the buyer's previously agreed upon price. Overbid process. If you want to bid above the opening bid, your bid must be at least 10% of the first $10,000 plus 5% of the remaining balance higher than the current bid, and typically must increase in increments of at least 1,000. This ensures that each bid is significant. Court confirmation. Once the auction ends, the judge will review all the bids. If an overbid is received, the highest bid is subject to the judge's approval. Only after court confirmation does the sale become final. These terms are set to protect both the estate and the bidders, ensuring transparency and fairness in the process. Before heading to the auction, make sure you're fully prepared by gathering all necessary documentation and funds. Here's a checklist. Proof of identity. Bring a valid driver's license or passport. Cashier's check for the deposit. Make sure it's made out to the Orange County Superior Court or the designated entity handling the sale. 10% deposit of your opening bid. Also, plan on bringing an additional cashier's checks in varying increments if you find yourself competing with one or more other buyers. Additional documentation. Some auctions require extra forms or proof of funds, so check the notice of sale carefully. Any other required forms. Fill out any registration forms or affidavits ahead of time if possible. Having all your documentation ready will streamline your registration process and allow you to focus on the bidding itself. At the scheduled time, head to the Orange County Superior Court at 700 Civic Center Drive West in Santa Ana. Here's what to expect on the day of the auction. Gathering location. The auction typically takes place outside on the courthouse steps or in a designated area if it's held indoors. Conduct of the auction. A court-appointed referee or official will lead the auction. They will announce the opening bid, then call for bids from the public. You'll need to raise your hand or call out your bid increments, usually of at least $1,000. If you wish to overbid. Overbidding. Remember, if you want to overbid, your offer must be at least 10% of the first $10,000 plus 5% of the remaining balance, higher than the current bid. Be sure to remain attentive during the auction, as the process can move quickly. Stay calm, stick to your predetermined budget, and make sure you understand each bid increment. Let's break down the overbidding process with a simple example. Initial bid. Suppose the opening bid is set for $190,000. Making an overbid to overbid your bid must be at least 10% of the first $10,000 plus 5% of the remaining balance. That means your bid should start at $200,000. Each subsequent bid will need to be raised in increments of at least $1,000. Winning the bid. If you make the highest bid and no one else offers a higher amount, you win the auction. The estate then receives the extra funds from the overbid amount, which are typically used to settle the estate's obligations. Depending on the terms of the will or probate process, these funds might also be distributed among heirs. Understanding this process is key to building confidence and ensuring that you meet all the auction's requirements. Once the auction concludes, the next phase is court confirmation and final payment. Court approval. After the auction, the highest bid is subject to a confirmation hearing where a judge reviews all bids. If an overbid is present, the judge will confirm the highest bid, subject to specific conditions. Final payment. After court confirmation, you must provide the remaining balance of the purchase price minus your deposit. Typically, you'll have 10 to 15 days to submit the full payment via cashier's check or wire transfer to the designated entity. Transfer title. Once full payment is received and all conditions are met, the court will issue an order confirming the sale. The administrator or executor will then handle the closing, and the deed is recorded with the Orange County clerk. As a winning bidder, you will receive a grant deed, which officially transfers ownership of the property to you. This final phase is crucial. Any delay or misstep could jeopardize the transaction. Make sure you're well prepared to meet all deadlines and requirements. Once the court confirms the sale and the full payment is made, the sale is considered final. Here are some key points to keep in mind. No contingencies. Probate sales are typically as is. You purchase the property in its current condition, and there is no opportunity to request repairs or modifications. No pre-auction inspection. Most buyers do not have the chance to inspect the property before the auction. Therefore, you must rely on information provided in the notice of sale. Finality. After the court confirmation and full payment, the sale is final. There is no cooling off period or option to back out once the transaction is complete. These points are important as they underscore the commitment you're making when you bid in a probate sale. It's essentially to be fully aware of these conditions before you participate. Now that you understand the process, here are some additional tips to enhance your auction experience. 1. Do your homework. Research the property and review the notice of sale thoroughly. Knowing the property's history, condition, and the minimum bid will help you make informed decisions during the auction. 2. Set a strict budget. Determine your maximum bid before you arrive. Auctions can be emotionally charged and it's easy to get carried away. Stick to your budget to avoid overspending. Arrive early. Arriving 30 to 6 minutes early gives you ample time to register, set up your bidding documents, and get a feel for the auction environment. 4. Bring a support person. If possible, bring someone with you who understands the process. A real estate professional can help keep you calm and focused, ensuring that you stick to the predetermined strategy. I can help you that way. 5. Consult professionals. If you're new to probate auctions, consider consulting with a probate attorney or a real estate professional who specializes in probate sales. Their guidance can help you navigate the process and understand any legal intricacies. 6. Be prepared for competition. Recognize that you're competing with other motivated bidders. Stay alert and be ready to adjust your bid quickly within your budget limits. 7. Follow up diligently. After the auction, ensure you understand the next steps for court confirmation and final payment. Missing a deadline can cost you the sale. Let me share a real-life example to illustrate the process. John, a first-time bidder, had been following probate auction videos and reading up on the process for weeks. He discovered a property with an opening bid of $190,000. That was part of an estate sale at the Orange County Superior Court. John arrived an hour early, registered, and secured his required deposit with a cashier's check. During the auction, John observed a few bids before confidently entering an overbid at $220,000, higher than the starting bid. The bidding continued in increments of 1,000 until John's bid remained the highest. At the subsequent court confirmation hearing, the judge approved John's winning bid. John then submitted the remaining balance within 10 days, received his grant deed, and the title was transferred. The extra overbid amount went directly to the state, benefiting the heirs as stipulated in the will. John's experience highlights the importance of preparation, clear understanding of the bidding increments, and the need to remain within your financial limits while bidding. It demonstrates how the overbidding process can benefit both the buyer and the estate. Participating in a probate auction at the Orange County Courthouse can be a unique opportunity to purchase property at a potentially favorable price while supporting the state's interest. However, it demands careful planning, full understanding of the auction process, and strict adherence to all requirements, from eligibility and documentation to bidding and final payment. Remember these key points. Know the process, understand that probate overbidding is a court-supervised auction where overbids benefit the estate and possibly the heirs. Review all details. The notice of sale provides critical information that you must study in detail. Meet all requirements. Ensure you're registered, have the necessary documentation, and arrive early. Stick to your budget. Set a maximum bid limit and avoid overspending. Prepare for final steps. Be ready for court confirmation, complete final payments on time, and understand the sale is as is with no contingencies. If you're new to probate auctions, or even if you're experienced, always consider seeking professional advice. Consulting a real estate or a probate attorney who understands these procedures can make a big difference in ensuring you're fully prepared. If you found this video informative and valuable, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for more updates on estate sales, probate procedures, and real estate strategies in Orange County. Also leave your questions or share your experience in the comments below. Your insights help our community grow and learn together.